I'm dreaming now of my Hallie, sweet Hallie, sweet Hallie. I'm dreaming now of Hallie, for the thought of her is one that never dies.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today, my group will be present about monopoly in Islamic perspective. A monopoly is a business that is characterized by a lack of competition within a market and unavailable substitutes for its product. Monopolies can dictate price changes and create barriers for competitors to enter the marketplace. Companies become monopolies by controlling the entire supply chain, from the production to sales through vertical integration, or buying competing companies in the market through horizontal integration, becoming the sole producer. Monopolies typically reap the benefit of economic of scale, the ability to produce mass quantities at lower cost per unit. History of monopoly. Monopolies came to be hated by the world starting in the late 16th and early 17th century, when it was normal for the English queen and king to give an exclusive right or power to certain commodities industries to a private individual or entity. Although in recent years, monopoly is widely referred to as a private accumulation of economic power, it had a very different meaning back in the day. Originally, monopoly referred to as a license or patent to work in a certain work or industry. The most prominent events that mark the English national outburst against monopoly are the case of monopolies and the parliamentary statute of monopolies that happened in the reigns of Queen Elizabeth I and King James I in the 16th and 17th. The two principal events highlight the strong disapproval against the exclusive royal grants in the economy and the marking period where the intellectuals of England began to realize the importance of the rights of Englishmen to work without interference from government, especially economic privilege. Monopoly in secular views. Most secular intellects views monopolies as unfavorable. Their hostile attitude toward abolishing competition in the market has been constant since the Western world first recognized the harm of this practice at the beginning of the 17th century. The official reports issued in England, Germany, and the United States tend to highlight their views that competition is the lifeblood of the economy. It will be hard to establish and maintain a monopoly without the support and help from the legislature, unless there is some extraordinary event happens. The concept of ihtikar or monopoly in Islam. According to etymology, the term ihtikar in Islam economics derives from the Arabic word al-hukr, which means to commit wrong and behave arbitrarily. In general terms, ihtikar refers to deliberate holding or hoarding of products, especially when there is market shortage, with the intention of driving up their price. The majority of scholars believe that monopoly is illegal, as stated by the scholars of the Hanabiliyah, Malikiyah, and Hanafiyah, and the majority of Safiyah. The argument is built upon Dalil Naql and Dalil Aql. Among the most used Dalil Naql is Surah Al-Hajj, verse 25, that translates, "Indeed, those who persist in disbelief and hinder others from the way of Allah and from the sacred mosque, which we have appointed for all people, residents and visitors alike, along with whoever intends to deviate by doing wrong in it, we will cause them to taste a painful punishment." Ibn Kathir, in his phenomenal work Tafsir bin Kathir, stated that what it meant by bil-ilhad in the verse is monopolistic behavior, where the perpetrator is threatened with a very painful torture. This matter shows that monopoly can cause the scarcity of the goods that the community really needs, and it is a tyranny and a crime. This statement is reinforced by the hadith narrated by Abu Dawud from Ya'la bin Umayyah, which translates, "Monopoly of a food around the Masjidil Haram is a crime." In conclusion, monopoly is practices that harm the livelihood of many people, and it is strongly prohibited by the religion of Islam. Furthermore, the secular also views monopoly as practices that should be illegalized. That's all from our group. Thank you so much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
I'm dreaming now of my Hallie, sweet Hallie, sweet Hallie. I'm dreaming now of Hallie, for the thought of her is one that never dies.